Morning everybody, thanks for tuning in again. This morning I'd like to highlight for you a rare and precious opportunity that we all have. This is the sort of opportunity that many people never have at any point in their entire lives, and yet we've had it for the last few weeks or so and may have it for another few weeks still to come. It's not the kind of opportunity that we may want to have had, but it may be precisely the kind of opportunity that will do us a great deal of good if we're able to grasp it in a Christ-like way. That is, we have, at the present time, an opportunity to learn contentment. Contentment, it turns out, is rare and difficult to acquire. Jeremiah Burroughs, the 17th century preacher and writer, Puritan preacher, wrote a book called The Rare Jewel of Christian Contentment. Paul in Philippians 4 verse 11 speaks about learning the secret of contentment, as though it's something very hard to acquire. And perhaps it's obvious at first glance how we might learn to acquire contentment in our present situation. I want to just probe that thought a little bit deeper. We've been noting in our conversations, Pastor Neil and I, in our preaching and teaching in the last few weeks, that there are many things that we are really missing in these weeks where we've not been able to be together. We've been missing not being able to gather. We've been missing our work. We've been missing the opportunities that come with that. Many of us have been missing the income that's necessary to support our families this time. But I want to ask you a question that may help us to address this issue of contentment. Is there anything that you've not been missing? That might be something that you need to think about for a little bit, because it might not be so easy to identify precisely what it is that you've not been so bothered about having to do without. You see, this is the kind of opportunity I'm talking about. Many of us, all of us probably, for most of our lives, spend a great deal of time seeking after things that, truth be told, we don't really need. And it may be that some of those things have been taken away from us in these last few weeks. And if we've not been missing them now, maybe we didn't need them after all. At least maybe we didn't need them quite so much as we told ourselves we did. So this is the opportunity I'm talking about. To spend a few minutes, maybe just thinking or talking with members of your family, thinking about what things haven't I really missed in these last few weeks. Maybe those are things that you could do without in future when more normal life returns. This is not an opportunity that many people have. It may not be an opportunity we have again in the future, but it's a valuable one if it helps us to learn contentment. It's interesting, just as we finish, to note how Paul continues in Philippians 4 when, having spoken about learning this rare character trait of contentment, he then says, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Isn't that intriguing? We might think that we need a great deal in order to do all things in and through Christ. Maybe we're able to do all things in and through Christ who strengthens us precisely when we realise how much else, honestly, we can do without. God bless you, everyone, and see you soon. Bye for now.